Hey guys, today is Tuesday. It is the 5th, and it is, well, basically right at 7 o'clock. You'll hear the clock here in a second. First and foremost, I want to say, Sue, I'm so sorry to hear about the fur baby. But, you know, after watching the video and you explaining everything, I do not blame you at all. I would have done the exact same thing you did. The exact same thing. I wouldn't have let her, you know, go through another evening like that. But I am so sorry. It is hard, I know. You know, a couple months ago we had the issue with Mindy, and we were getting ready to go take her to have her put down, and she ended up passing on her own. So that kind of like, it's a mixed feeling for me because I know it kind of like spared us from having to do it, but at the same time I don't know exactly what she went through when she passed either. So it's still kind of hard, but I am so sorry. And I remember the vet telling us, he made a comment saying that the pleasure outweighs the sadness of losing a pet. But the pleasure of having a pet outweighs the sadness of losing a pet when it's that time. And it sounds strange, but it is true. So, you know, just, you know, I'm not sure exactly what her background was. I know you mentioned you'd had her for 5 years, and she did not really have that great of a life before you got her, so I'm not sure exactly what that entailed. But I'm sure the last 5 with you were obviously, you know, very nice for her. But it's tough. It is really, really tough. Also, you asked a question. The last video I did, I showed the tank, which I'm going to show again in a minute. You asked me how old the angelfish were, and they are about 1.5 years old. Everybody in the tank is 1.5 years old except for one, and I'll show you in a minute when I get done here. And Keisha, and for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, she does a blog, and actually it's KeishaJaggers.com, which is quite good. And it's very, very sweet lady. And her YouTube channel is Glam Gossip. So I'll put a link in the description at the bottom. And I'm doing a lot of ums today. I can't figure that one out. It's been that way all day for me. Anyway, you asked a question in your video about leaving the light on at night. You're leaving the light on for a night light. Her fish tank is positioned where, I guess when she goes down her stairs, it's at the bottom of the stairs, so she just leaves the light on at night for the fish tank. And turn it off at night. They pretty much, I don't know about all species, because I think you just have the goldfish, but with mine, or any of them I've ever had really, I usually turn the light on in the morning around 10 or 11 or whenever I get up, and I turn it off at night probably around 10 or so and leave it off all night. And they do, well, they all go to the bottom, well, not all of them, but majority of them will sink down to the bottom, or they'll go behind something, and that's where they stay for the rest of the night. So yeah, they get their rest just like we do. And that might be an issue, one of the reasons why the water is a little bit murky. I'm going to have to do a whole thing on how I do this one, and really get into what it takes to clean it. This one's a lot bigger actually. I wish I had more of the size that she has. But that could be an issue. But then again, you got the goldfish, and they're very acidic, so that might be something to do with the water being a little bit murky. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just babbling now. In any case, yeah, I do turn it off at night. They do tend to get their rest, or at least I think so. And it just kind of keeps them on a schedule as well. So, hope that helps. And also, sorry to hear you had your issue the other day when you got back from picking up your son, or during the whole trip rather, I should say. But you never really said what the hospital said, so kind of let us know what happened with that, or what they said was causing it. But yeah, you had a rough day on that one. But in any case, for everybody else, if you want to go check out her channel, again, her channel name is Glam Gossip, and she talks about her blogs and stuff and everything on her channel. So, yeah. Now I'm going to talk about something else that she also brought up in her vlog last night, or yesterday. And it has to do with a little bit of safety and just, how can I put this without being really offensive? Just good common sense when it comes to making the videos. Most everybody here on YouTube, with the exception of me, because I'm doing this now at 7:05. This video will be up probably about 8:30 or 9 o'clock. But in any case, the best way to do the videos is to say, I'm doing this video now, upload it the next day, which actually, you're doing a great as far as the whole weekly thing. You're doing it during the week and then uploading it at the end of the week, which is fine. Especially for those that go out of town or they're doing an outing and they're vlogging. Put that shit up when you get, like, back. Don't put the videos up while you're still out. Always wait till you get back. Because, you know, obviously anybody who's paying attention and they know their time spans very well and the routines, they know that you are in fact off away from home, you're uploading the videos from away from home, and that it's just not safe. That's my opinion. You know, I mean, a lot of the times when my camping videos, when I put those went up after we got back, so they were, you know, like a week old or whatever. Another thing to do, she was concerned somebody was kind of like, we'll just say antagonizing her on one of her social medias. And Facebook example, anytime, and this is a good idea I think for everybody, a lot of people, and including myself, if we're out eating at a restaurant, we'll check in at that restaurant. Do that after, when you're leaving the restaurant. Before you get away from the area, just like do a little quick check-in as you're leaving the restaurant. That way if there's an issue, you're gone, you know? So, it's just another little, couple little safety things to go by. And I'm going to have to do, there's so many things I could get into, but I don't have the time right now to get into it, so I'll have to do like a separate video to get all that done. But in any case, I'm going to show you the tank again. I'm going to show everybody the tank again and explain kind of a little background of what exactly happened, because I don't think I ever did that. If I did, I forgot if I did. So, alright, I'm going to get off here for now, take this off the tripod, go do that. And then I'll get this ready for upload. I know this is kind of a babbly video, and I'm sorry. I'm a little hyped up right now on my medication. I don't know what's going on. I will get into all that later. So, I'm going to get off here for now. I'm going to do this real quick, and yeah. Alright, I am back. And the two fish that Sue obviously was referring to are this guy right here and this guy right here. Yeah, these guys are about 1.5 years old. The shark is about the same, and no, Amanda, he's not the one you gave me. That one didn't make it with the last bunch either. The two white guys down here, the little ones, they're all about 1.5 years old, except for this big boy right here, the biggest silver dollar. He is about 3.5 to 4 years old. And what had originally happened was, way back in the day, not way back in the day, probably about 1.5 years ago now, the other tank that I had sprung a leak, and it was a very old tank, so it wasn't really worth fixing. Are they making out or fighting? Okay, break this up. Stop. I'll say, normally the spotted one is the aggressor, not this one. So I don't know, what the hell are they doing? Anyway, before this battery dies, the tank sprung a leak. We had to get a new tank, and during the transfer, all the fish that I had died. except for the big boy right here. He was the only survivor. And when I got other fish put back in, these two and the other ones, I thought he would have been fine by himself, but obviously he wasn't. He wouldn't come out, he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't do anything until I brought the other two home. And they see how they all kind of they hang out together actually. So as soon as I brought those two home, he perked back up, got healthy again, and everything has been fine. So yeah, and I'm going to do a whole thing on this and how I keep it up and all this in another video. So right now I got it, the battery is red, so it's about to die. Alright guys, I will talk with you guys later. I love you all, and yeah, see you tomorrow.